Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, here to do the Divine Feminine Friday reading. So this reading is intended for the Divine Feminine energy, but please keep in mind that whatever comes through, and I read the energy, and whatever message you need to hear or someone needs to hear is going to be here today. So buckle up. Let's see what Spirit has for us. We've had that Libra full moon. We've had Venus move into Gemini. We're coming up on a solar eclipse, and we've had a lot of planets changing sign, and we still are direct at this point, I believe. So this is the Divine Feminine Oracle. Let's see what we need to hear for the Divine Feminine energy. I feel like Divine Feminines are in such a stable place. The collective, that part of the collective that I pick up on, Divine Feminines are taking care of them. They're growing, they're expanding, they're creating. Joan of Arc, the Warrior of Light. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. This very feels like Divine Feminine energy. It's like she's just a warrior princess or a warrior queen. She just has balanced that masculine and feminine energy. She stands up for herself with courage when she needs to, but she also can go into her receptive feminine energy to reap the benefits and the blessings of all the good work that she's done as a light worker. I want to pull another one. And the steel-like faith in myself. I think the Divine Feminines, over the process of, since I've been doing the readings for Divine Counterparts, I have seen the growth of the Divine Feminine in the readings. It's been magnificent to watch the energy shift. And it feels like now in Divine Counterpart connections that the Divine Feminine is what we would have called the runner, whereas the Divine Masculine was the runner for quite a while. But now the Divine Feminine isn't running, she just isn't settling. She's not going to embrace something that doesn't align with her highest and greatest good, and she has the discernment to know what that is. Marguerite Porete, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. And she's not accepting anything that isn't genuine divine love in return. So if the masculine is still in distorted energy, she is not going to settle for that distortion. It's divine, but yet it still needs healing, and it's going to be on her level, or she's going to rebuke it. And that's really positive. That's where the Divine Feminines really wanted to be, and it took so much work to get there. But now that the Divine Feminine is there, she's spending her time, energy, resources for spiritual growth, as well as to create the life that she loves. Recently, we've seen in the readings that there is an opportunity forthcoming for the Divine Feminine to create something that is aligned with her mission. And there will be support. Yeah, there's manifestation. This is the Fairy Oracle. And hope. This is like the Star card. But you see, there's this very bright rainbow. It's just a beautiful energy. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. And then we have manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. So this is telling me, go ahead and be very clear, very detailed about what you want your life to look like, what you want to come into your life, and set that intention. Send that out to the universe as your desire. and make it very specific. I mean, if you want tall, be specific. If you want dark-haired, be specific. If you want abundance in the form of money, how much? If you want a house, what does it look like? If you want a new car, what kind of car is it? What's the color? What's the interior look, smell, and feel like? Write it down as much detail as possible. Use the law of attraction to your benefit. But in order to receive what it is you want to be very clear and very detailed so that the universe doesn't have to interpret, because it doesn't. It just sends you what you ask for, what your desire is. And remember, that comes through your intention and your energy. Your energy needs to be aligned with what it is you desire. So if you're wanting a lot of customers, what does that look like? What does that feel like? How many? How are you going to handle that? What's your business plan? So, if you want to generate an income from a hobby that you have, what does that look like? What does it feel like to have that abundance coming in from something you love to do? So consider all of that in your manifestation technique. They said take the bottom of the deck. Healing. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And look at how these two cards, we have hope and healing, both of them having rainbows. This almost looks like a temperance energy of healing, balancing out whatever hurt has been lingering. And now you're moving forward because you're starting to really feel this vibrational alignment with the life that you really want. Now, many of you are wanting to know about the divine masculine in your life. That is, at this point, it really feels like it's up to the divine feminine to decide whether she wants to be connected to her divine masculine. I had a download just this morning. I was leaving the golf course, and I was like, wonder if you can trade in your twin. And then I thought, no, I don't have to trade in a twin. I can find a soulmate that's more aligned. Now, I'm married to my soulmate, but I'm talking about somebody that is really inspiring to me. If I feel like I need that inspiration for my endeavor, whatever this opportunity is for me, that's coming for you as well, I thought, it would really be nice to share this with somebody. And, not necessarily a romantic connection, but just not something that's as turbulent as the twin flame connection has been. And I'm like, well, I'm married to a soulmate, so I can just find another soulmate, and it could be just a soulmate friend that shares this next part of my journey with me in creating this next new venture. So I just wanted to share that with you, that you, and we've seen it in the readings, there will be some people coming into your life to align with this new endeavor, this new opportunity, what it is that you're meant to create that's connected to your mission. And it's okay if it's not your twin. And I guess that was the whole point of that. Here we have Divine Source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and that the right actions will come. You are my source for all. This is about manifestation. I'll put that there. Just trust that the right people will come at the right time. The right bank loan will come. The right office space will become available. The right manufacturer will be known to you. All of those things will line up because this is part of your divine destiny. And when you trust the divine to provide it for you, look for signs that will help guide you. Instincts are the message from the inner divine, but also look for signs and synchronicities. Sometimes it's just so fascinating to see, hear, feel the way they line up. So we have now clearing and deepening. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, to God's, which is such freedom. And once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. So this is about just allowing, clearing and deepening. You have to clear and trust and allow that whatever is meant for you won't miss you. And then that's going to deepen your connection, which is going to raise your vibration, which is going to manifest faster. And I'm sorry, this is all about manifesting the life you love. You've done the work. You deserve it. Here's that Ace of Cups. Absolutely. For some of you, somebody new is going to come in. This could be connected to, let's just say, for example, you do find a manufacturer to manufacture your product. So you meet with a sales rep, and that sales rep just happens to be exactly what you had manifested as far as your desires. They look the way you had put out in your intention. They are, everything that you describe to the divine as far as what you want. Through the process of this creation, this creating this, taking advantage of this opportunity to create, which is aligned with your divine destiny and for your divine purpose, you meet this person. And it could also mean that you meet a group of people. It could mean that you find the exact right opportunity. We are in a flow state right now, and everything is like, oh, look, there's the tower in reverse. Instead of deconstructing, we are building. We are building now. We are creating. We are expanding. And that was that Jupiter Kazemi is the expansion. We are just now in that flow state of, just take the opportunity, make the attempt, try your hardest, and you will receive benefit and blessing. Let's see what else. This is the Satan Crystal Visions deck. Sorry. Okay, absolutely. Page of Swords and the Fool. Now, there are other people that are watching you. This could be your divine counterpart. This is setting you apart. And I don't mean to say separation. This is you saying, I'm at this frequency, and all those interested, meet me here. You're not going down into attachment, fear, low vibrational energy anymore in your relationships. You're like, I'm solid up here. This is where I'm comfortable now. I've attained this level of frequency. I've done this work. It takes work to maintain it. So I'm not going to be tempted down with lower level relationships anymore. Here, or, we part cordially as friends. It just, you're not compromising. Divine Feminine knows exactly what she wants. She is starting this new opportunity, and other people are watching you, and your inspiration is going to help them expand, help them elevate. That's what we're here to do. It may not be being of service to others through direct service or sacrifice. This is all about being in service through your example, through your strength, through your courage, through your tenacity. You're showing others the way, how to manifest what it is they want, which benefits us all. Let's pull some more. Four of Pentacles. There's that resistance. There will come, and it comes from these people who are watching you that are going to maybe question you, that possibly they make an attempt, and maybe out of some jealousy, to sabotage you because they don't want to compete. They don't want to have to do the work that you've done. Spiritual work is hard work. When you're going within and starting to fix what's in here to better, to improve, to become a better version of yourself, it takes work. It takes focused intention and constant reminders and constant reacting to unexpected stimuli, you know, kind of the triggers, and learning from those reactions how better to respond in the future. That helps to become a better version of yourself. But it feels like there's some people out there that would actually, they're afraid of your success, because then what do they see in themselves? King of Pentacles. Let's get some more information on this. King of Pentacles. That feels like your abundance. We got King of Wands, through your action, Wheel of Fortune, aligned with your divine destiny. So where's the sphere coming from? Could be two people, two masculines. It's masculine energy, abundance and action. It could be linked for you being in your masculine energy, because we have two kings. But it could also represent two masculine energies that are connected to this opportunity. And you might be having the choice. Yeah, Queen of Cups, that's you. You're attracting fire sign, earth sign when you get into this manifestation, because you're aligning with your divine destiny, and that is setting your frequency so high. Just watch out for this fear, and watch out for whoever this is. I'm just getting an energy that there is somebody really watching you, watching what you're doing, getting information about you. So be careful. They could be, I just heard, they could be out to steal your brand. So if you have an idea for like a brand, you know, keep it close, because there's some people out there that are looking for you to do the work and for them to take the opportunity. And I hate to say that, but that's what I'm getting from the energy. Then we have this, we have the Queen of Cups and the Fool. That Queen of Cups is not settling for anything that's not in her highest and greatest good. This is the Ace of Cups. So from here on out, from this point forward, she's not taking low vibrational behavior. Remember, this is energy, not gender. So I'm referring to the feminine energy as she, but it could be a he, but I'm just, for clarity's sake, for people watching this, it feels like she is rejecting any offer from anybody who is not open, transparent, emotionally forthright. Somebody who is always emotionally guarded isn't going to pass. Somebody who is hiding something, she's going to figure it out. She's going to say from here on out, it is above board, transparent, emotionally, I'm trying to find the word. It's emotionally expressive. No holding back. Just state your truth. I mean, she's done with the game. She's done with the bullshit. She's done with, you know, people taking advantage of her kindness. She's done with having her heart broken because of somebody's irresponsibility. Now she knows what it feels like to be on this level where she feels valued, where she values herself and she knows her self-worth. And she's not settling anymore. So she's using extreme discernment to allow those people an opportunity that come right, that come transparent, that aren't hiding behind their words or trying to manipulate the words to salvage their ego. If they're acting from their ego, and this could be you know, men, women, any other person in their life, if that person is acting from egoic energy, the divine feminine's just done. She's not going to engage. She'll be cordial, she'll be polite, but she knows that eventually she's going to have to soothe that ego. She doesn't have time for that. She's got a beautiful life that she's building. She's got a beautiful opportunity that she's taking. And she is not sliding down to the lower level of fear and resistance any longer, because she's in this flow, so connected to her divine worth. she doesn't feel, yeah, I knew that Queen of Swords was coming out. Just everything I just said. She doesn't feel like she should even entertain lower vibrational energies. She has drawn her line in the sand. She has set her boundaries. And it's like, you know, I'm just not doing it. So, you know, if there's some sort of toxic behavior, she's out. She's just not. She doesn't have time. King of Cups in the reverse. Some sort of water sign, perhaps, that she's having to cut out. No, I'm not taking all those, but I did see the World card. I will take that one. Major Arcana. Yeah, she's in total balance. She's not going back. She's almost, you know, she's in 5D. She's in the fifth dimension, and the third dimension doesn't fit anymore. She's in her divine flow. She has that energetic give and take where she puts forth an effort, but then she can step back and receive the benefit. That's what we've been talking about in the readings. And this is beautiful. I'm getting chills. But it's just like, this is so beautiful for the Divine Feminine. This is exactly where Divine Feminine needs to be, wants to be, feels is what's right for her. And it's beautiful. Look for those signs and synchronicities as guidance. And I'm just going to say this as an example. Yesterday I was getting in my car. I was out running errands. I was being very productive. And I had kind of like, I was in that flow. I was just like, every green light was timed perfectly for me. Every song was upbeat and it felt like a message. Everything just ran like clockwork. There were no delays. I was in a big hurry, but everything was just in a flow. And I felt so good. And every time I passed a green light, I'm, thank you. Thank you for helping and supporting me get through these errands quickly. And so then I was in the car and I was thinking about my friend. She's a good friend of mine, spiritual friend of mine, and she was feeling sick. And so I picked up the phone to call her. And as soon as her name showed up, when I pushed, you know, my contact, her name came on the radio. It was just beautiful. I was like, I was just thinking about her. And then as I go to pick it up, there was a advertisement on the radio that said her name exactly when it showed up on my phone when I pushed, you know, call. And, you know, it comes up on my contact. It was just like, that's so perfect. As subtle as that was, it told me that I was in alignment. It didn't have to mean anything special. It just was like, hey, good girl. You did everything today the way you stayed in high vibration, even though you could have easily lapsed into something. There were some jolts earlier in the morning and I could have stayed in that lower vibration frustration state, but I didn't. I was just like, I'm going to trust the divine to get me through these errands quickly because I am in such a hurry. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to allow that to flow. And then I got confirmation, you know, over and over and over again. Yeah, 5 of Cups. There's something about this King of Cups and this 5 of Cups. King of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay, I know what this means. This King of Cups, this is possibly a water sign or have heavy water in their chart that is distorted, is a distorted masculine figure, and they now are regretting because they realize that those boundaries that the Divine Feminine has put up are unshakable. She is never again going back to the old 3rd dimension. She knows what the 5th dimension feels like. She's there, and it's a beautiful place. 2 of Swords. What's that about? She's not ever going back for sure. Let's see if there's more information on some of these cards. 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. What I'm hearing is she's thought about this. You know, this was something, this is like, I had to make a choice. I had to make a decision. How was I going to live the rest of my life? So she carefully considered what it is that she wanted. And she knew that there were going to be things that are going to have to be cut out of her life in order to get there. And she realized those sacrifices were going to be easy because they weren't serving her highest and greatest good anyway. And then once she cut those people out, or those things out, that those negative, low vibrational things out of her life, could be people, could be jobs, could be, you know, a house, could be a living situation, could be friends, could be family, it doesn't matter. Once she did, she realized how much easier it is to stay in that 5D energy. And there are regrets. There are people that, you know, like, you know, I wish I didn't have to do that, but for my own highest and greatest good, I felt like I needed to cut that person loose or that job loose. I needed to, you know, move out of that house. Maybe, you know, it was a house I couldn't afford. Maybe it's better for me to have financial stability than, you know, a really super big house. So she had to make some sacrifices. And now she's looking back and she realizes those sacrifices were weighing her down, keeping her in third dimensional energy, which isn't terrible, but she wanted to be at fifth dimension. And I feel like Divine Feminine, that's exactly where she is. And I've just been gone confirmation. Ace of Swords means I'm telling the truth. Two of Pentacles, Judgment, Ten of Wands. This tells me that Divine Feminine made the conscious choice, even though it was difficult, to release some of that heavier energy and clear up the karma. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. So you could maybe possibly have somebody incoming that is just going to kind of, because you're attracting that, because you're in such high vibration, you might have somebody new coming in. They're going to be somewhat impulsive and possibly sexual, maybe advance you to you sexually. You know what to do. Use your discernment. You can give a knight an opportunity, but you're pretty much at King Emperor level now. This could be somebody who's younger, somebody who's like kind of bold and just like, look, I'm just going to be up front. This is how I feel. This is what I want. This is what I think. This is what I think is meant for us. You may have somebody that takes that leap of faith and just comes out and is that truthful, emotionally expressive person, leaving no shadows in, nothing is unclear. The clarity is crystal clear, and it's a kind of like a clearing of the air, like it's like there's no more karma. This could be somebody coming in. It could be somebody new. It could be somebody coming back. But it feels younger. But they may just come in and just say, look, I'm done with games. I've reached a level where I realize this isn't working. I just need to say what's on my mind. I just need to spill it all. And then we'll see where we go from there. And it's very settling. It just feels like there's this courageous conversation where there is no ego. The ego has been eradicated from the conversation, and it's just crystal clear, truthful. It resonates strongly. And now it's like, okay, now I know where we can go from here. Now this could be friendship, it could be romantic, it doesn't matter. It could be your business partnership. It doesn't matter. But this is the person that's watching you, is this page. Where do we have that page? This is the person that's watching you. And finally they figure out that your boundaries are unshakable, and they realize, I'm going to have to use a different approach. This time I'm going to go full Monty. I'm just going to be transparent, put everything out there. The worst thing that can happen is that nothing happens. Sacred self-care, hydrate. So important to hydrate with solar activity, especially, you know, when we get a lot of solar activity on the sun, you need to hydrate. You may feel very tired, so get some rest, but hydrate and rest. Sing. It's interesting, we have a 27, which is a 9, and a 45, which is a 9. Sing in the shower. That's hydrating and singing at the same time. So next time you take a shower, pick your favorite song and just sing. Just sing. Doesn't matter who cares. Nobody cares whether you're singing in the shower. Just sing. Let the water cleanse you. Let the song that comes from you cleanse you. Okay, we'll take these and clear your energy field and make an altar. We've been seeing clear your energy field a lot. I'm just going to tell you what I'm really starting to feel in here is that there's some really negative energies and entities out there that are really trying to pull you back into the matrix. You've left the matrix. Make an altar. Support your spiritual practices. It's really important. I would do a lot of cleansing right now. Salt baths. Use your smudging. Make sure you're detoxing your body, hydrating, washing out some of those toxins. I'm telling you, you're going to feel lighter, and you're going to energy work. This is a time to be doing a lot of energy work because you're in that flow. Let's take some affirmation, or this is empowerment, and then we'll pull a couple from Everyday Miracles. Old ways won't open new doors. You've left the old ways behind. But they're going to come and try and tempt you back. It always happens that way. Just as you feel like you're on firm footing and you're resolved, then there's going to be something that comes in that tries you. And then, no one else is you, and that is your power. Stand in your authenticity, in your soul sovereignty. And you always have what it takes. Always. All right, let's see from Everyday Miracles what messages. This is a little religious leaning deck, but please take it as intended, as messages from the divine. The past is over. It can touch me not. All your past except its beauty is gone, and nothing is left but a blessing. Your past is over. The 3D matrix no longer works for you. Truth will correct all errors in my life. When a situation has been dedicated wholly to truth, peace is inevitable. We have this Ace of Swords. This truth is coming. Not fully matured yet, but it's coming. Let's pull one more, and then we'll wind up this reading. Hope it helps. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, anything that you do to help my channel grow, so that once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I can do lives. I can have some different opportunities through this platform. And so I would request your help, please. I am among the ministers of God. It cannot be that it is hard to do the task that Christ appointed you to do, since it is He who does it. This is all about your being a divine instrument, and whatever this opportunity is, whatever you are building right now, creating right now, is divine work. And then it says, I feel the love of God within me now. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. All right, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you a very happy Divine Feminine Friday. Much love.